Welcome, and here we go again. And today it's time for the 8th review of the series. Yes, the weekly review that I do. And today it's time for episode 8, The Haunting of Villa Diodati, or something like that. So this is the lead into the series finale. This is the final one before the finale. And yeah, there's a lot going on here, a lot to discuss, including what I actually thought of the episode. So, what did I think of the episode? This is my favourite episode of the series and of Jodie Whittaker's era in general. Yes, it does beat Fugitive of the Doom, just because I think Future of the Jadoon was great because it was shocking and the twists were what made it brilliant. But with this one, I did know the big twist about the Cyberman. I think all of us did, really, but it was still great regardless. Whereas I think if you watch Fugitive knowing the twist, it wouldn't have been quite as good. It still would have been good, but it wouldn't have been as good. So yeah, I was really delighted by this one. I thought it served as a good setup and lead into the series finale, but it also served as a really strong story in its own right. It was really atmospheric, the tone was really nice, and the setting and the haunting house elements. I think the second half of the Cyberman was really strong, really interesting to see a Cyberman without an emotional inhibitor. And I was really hoping this was going to be the Cyberman story, because it does have such potential to be with the Frankenstein and the Mary Shelley thing, and it was. So yeah, that was great. I loved the Cyberman being in this and it not being fully cyber. I loved the fact that they didn't win, because there was a moment when you thought, they were going to get out of this alive. There were a few moments when you thought, something was going to happen. But given Jack's warning, they did give it what it wants. The Doctor did give the Cyberman what it wants. So yeah, this one was more story arc based than I expected, to be honest, because I knew it was going to be a bit finale based, but I didn't expect it to be as heavily influenced. But I'm glad it was. I think that was good after the last 2 weeks, which last week's had its references to the Timeless Child and everything, but it wasn't really. It was just a bit more character progression based, whereas this one's more story progression based. I was a fan of not a fan, but I didn't mind the historical characters. I thought they all gave good performances as actors, and the dynamic between all of them was quite good. I thought the whole the sort of introduction to the story and the separation of the characters and just how we got into it was just very interesting, and there were a lot of questions raised immediately. It was rather spooky behind the sofa-y Doctor Who, which is good. I liked Graham questioning whether ghosts are real, and I like that was never actually answered. I like that was just like a joke, and that there was something there making him salad, and we never actually found out the truth about that or what was causing this apparition. So that was a really interesting bit, and I'm glad we sort of didn't get that really resolved. I'm glad we focused on the Cyberman here. The Cyberman was good. And it works so well, so adequately as a build-up to the finale. Sort of like how Utopia led into the Series 3 finale, and how Turn Left led into the Series 4 finale, how the Face the Raven led into the Series 9 finale. And I really like that when we get the 3-part finales, because often in Doctor Who you get... most of the series have a sort of very dispensable episode before the finale. Boomtown, Fear Her, Closing Time, Nightmare in Silver, In the Forest of the Night, Sleep No More, If Your Cat Faced the Raven, and Eaters of Light, which isn't a good track record of episodes. There's some of the worst episodes of Doctor Who in there. So yeah, it's never good. I'm not going to say last year because there wasn't a story arc or anything. So yeah, really pleased about that. Performance-wise, the companions didn't bother me. I thought they were all fine. Even Ryan didn't really annoy me like as much as he usually does. I think when the story's a bit better, usually Ryan doesn't annoy me as much. I know he didn't in Fugitive. Maybe it's because he didn't have that much to do or say, but Yaz had some good moments. I thought maybe for the first time ever that I liked some moments that Yaz were in. Graham obviously had some good moments. He usually does have some good moments. Jodie Whittaker, definitely her best performance so far. She smashed it here. Really fantastic performance from her, and I think she had a really doctory moment. Her speech about she can't always win, that was just brilliant. And the moral issues of whether to hand over Byron or whether to let the Cybermen win or whatever, let the Cybermen or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was now. It's going blank now. But yeah, really good. I liked that. And I liked Jodie Whittaker's performance. I thought she was really stand out here. And this is the 13th Doctor I always wanted in Series 11. Despite Series 12's many flaws, Jodie has picked up her acting skills and maybe the way the character's written just so much more, so much better. So this was by a new writer. I don't think Chibnall actually co-wrote it, which is a bit weird because Praxis was co-written by Chibnall. Correct me if I'm wrong if this is written by Chibnall. But Praxis was written by Chibnall, co-written, and there was no story arc references or anything. You could sort of see by Can You Hear Me was co-written by him. But out of the 3 guest writers that have come into it, Maxine Alderton can come back. The Tesla writer can come back if they want to, but I can't remember their name, so that's a bit of a pity. Please don't bring back Charlene James for now. Maybe bring her back, I don't know, but maybe just let her write a story on her own and not have Chibnall co-write it, I don't know. But yeah, I was really, really, really pleased by this one, and I really hope the finale is fantastic. I really hope it nails it. I hope it's exciting. I hope it's epic. I hope it's shocking. I hope it's bold. I hope it's daring. I'm going to do a video later on in the week on the channel discussing where I want it to go for the finale, because this one set up a really interesting finale. The end of this one, the lead into the finale, was fantastic. I did love the way that everything was explained and the black and white footage and everything like that. It was really atmospheric, really interesting. There's not much, I don't think there's anything that actually sticks out to me as in, I hate this one. I don't think there's, hate this thing or don't like this thing that much. There's nothing which depleted my enjoyment factor of the story. Whether I pick up on something on a rewatch, but on my first watch, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't come up with too much which I didn't like. I thought this was superb, proper Doctor Who story, and the 4th good episode of the series. So that's good. And the best episode of the series. So, yes, I enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I will be back sometime in the week, hopefully, to give my thoughts on where the series finale should go, whether any of the companions should peg it and or leave or die or whatever, whether the Master should return, whether the Ruth Doctor will return, what elements of the arc will be resolved. Will Captain Jack return? All those sort of questions I'll be answering. Where I want the Lone Cyberman thing to go. There's infinite potential for this finale, and it's already it was already so much exciting when I heard the titles, but it's already infinitely more exciting than the Battle of Ranskarath Kolos was. So even if it's not good, it will still feel like a finale, and at least they tried rather than just making another episode for the finale this year. So please stay tuned. I'll also be back next week for my review of Ascension of the Cyberman, which is part 1 of the series finale. Very exciting, but also very sad that we're nearing the end. So, see you next time, same time. Well, different time, same space. Goodbye.